Buonasera and welcome to Tortellino Time. The month of January is always an interesting period because after the abundance of food that we consume over the Christmas period, we try and balance things up. And today I will be keeping things really healthy with a lovely Mediterranean chickpea salad with courgettes and also some cheese and carrots. And it requires a little bit of cooking, but nothing absolutely majestic and very simple. So I'll show you what I do. And I'll start with the little amount of cooking first. I've got a couple of small courgettes which I've halved and I'm now quartering them. So I cut along the way like this, and I've got effectively from one courgette I've got 4 pieces like so. These are the last of my carrots from the fridge. We'll be going to the supermarket shortly. So I've actually peeled them and I'm now halving them as well. And this is Halloumi, which is a Greek cheese. I think it's from Cyprus actually, reading the packaging. And I'm slicing it in about 1 centimeter pieces like this. And now I can move to the hob to do some cooking. And I'll start with the courgette, a nice hot griddle, and I'll just place them inside. No oil, no salt, no nothing, just as they are. And courgettes or zucchini, depending what you call them, they're very high in the water content. So you need the temperature to be nice and high. My temperature at the moment is number 7, which is 7 out of 9. So if you've got a gas hob, maybe medium because it's more powerful. They will take about 2 minutes per side, and I'll show you what they look like once they're done. Couple of minutes in and I'll turn them around. You can see that they're cooking beautifully. You get a lovely marking from the griddle. And I'll continue turning them over until I'm happy that they are the consistency I'm looking for. In my case, I like them nice and crunchy, so they are not far off now. But if you prefer yours nice and soft, cook them for longer. And they're ready to come out. They are not very soft, but equally well, they got a little bit of elasticity, so absolutely wonderful. And look at the beautiful marking as well. And I'm moving on to the carrots now, and I'm doing exactly the same I did with the courgettes with the carrots. And as I've got plenty of space, I will also add the halloumi. But I've also turned the temperature slightly down as the carrots are not as watery as the courgettes. Less than 15 minutes and everything is cooked. I did tell you that it was easy and straightforward. By the way, with the carrots, you can leave them raw. You do not have to do what I've done. Mine actually are still fairly hard. I've actually just partly cooked them a little because I like the charcoaly flavor. Conversely, you could actually also boil them first, not totally boil them, let them dry, and then you do what I've done, and they will be considerably softer. Personal choices, or you could leave them raw as I just said. So they've cooled down a little, and I'm going to chop them in little pieces now. This is the halloumi. Again, I didn't cook it for very long, just a little to give that lovely charcoaly flavor as well. And I've done the same with the carrots, similar size to the halloumi. And with the zucchini though, I'll actually just leave them as they are, but I'll chop them in half. And I'll move everything into a bowl next. And I'm going to add a little olive oil, not a lot at this stage, just enough to start marinating them. And I'll mix them together so that while they're still a little bit warm, the olive oil does its magic. So I'll put this on one side to cool down, and I'll start on the rest of the other ingredients. Earlier I mentioned chickpeas, so this is 1 can of chickpeas which I have drained, but I have not rinsed them. I would advise not to because the water from the chickpeas has got lovely flavor, and if you rinse them in water you lose the flavor, so it goes in a bowl. I'm now having a good handful of plum tomatoes, so also you can use cherry tomatoes, it doesn't really matter. But do not go mad because it's not about the tomatoes, it's about a balance and a combination of all ingredients. So a handful is plenty, and I will add them to the chickpeas. I'm now peeling a red onion, and this is medium to small in size, maybe more medium than small. And you can actually also choose to use shallots if you like. You could also go for white onion. I prefer to use the red onion because it's a little bit sweeter and it will add a little bit more color, but again, personal choices. And I'm slicing my onion fairly thinly so that it's not too intrusive. Again, you do not have to put a whole onion, you could put a half an onion if you like, but we absolutely love them. Lemon, I will be halving a lemon, but only use the juice from half of it, not the whole lemon. But I will keep the other half for garnishing, and I'll go beside the salad should we wish to add some more. My next ingredient is a mixture of black and green pitted olives, but also if you look, there is the odd bit of sun-dried tomato in there, and these are kept in olive oil. So Quantities to taste really entirely up to you, but I'll put most probably a good 15 to 20 olives in there and the odd piece of sun-dried tomato. And I feel the pressure mounting because Julia's just arrived in the kitchen and she's saying to me, when can we eat? So, but we're very close now. And I've now got my vegetables, which I cooked earlier. I will add them to the salad. And they've cooled down considerably by now. And we are nearly there. This is oregano, again, a quantity to taste, but a very key ingredient in a Mediterranean salad. So I'll put a good couple of pinches. Followed by some salt, and I'm putting 2 of these little spoons, which are the same as 1 teaspoon. A little pepper, again, quantities to taste, and if you don't like pepper, don't put it in, but we love it, you guessed it. This is red wine vinegar, and not a lot again, but enough to just give everything a good Mediterranean kick. And my very last ingredient before I mix everything together is olive oil. There is already olive oil which I used to marinate my vegetables, but also there is olive oil from the olives, so I'm not going to go mad. But I need to add a little bit more to make sure that I've got adequate amount. Again, quantities to taste, of course, as always. And I'm using my hands to mix everything together to ensure that all of my ingredients are properly combined. I just test a little carrot for saltiness. Perfect. And my Mediterranean salad with chickpeas and halloumi and carrots and courgettes and so on is done. So all I've got to do now is just serve it up. I have already tested the carrots, so I'm not going to test that one again, but I'm keen to have a go at the courgette and a little bit of halloumi and maybe chickpea. There it is. It's absolutely delicious. And the red wine vinegar, spot on. Very healthy, very refreshing, and very filling. As you can see, there's quite a lot going on in there. Try and enjoy it. Arrivederci, buon appetito, and thank you for watching.